My name is Professor Frederick Sam, Department of Physics, University of Cape Coast, and a member of Ghana Association of Hydrogeologists. Today marks the 31st celebration of World Water Day, with focus on the theme, Leveraging Water for Peace. Indeed, water insecurity is increasing worldwide, straining relations between people, communities, and entire countries. It is about time we stop paying lip service to these infractions and bring on board all stakeholders to understand the link between water, peace, and security. This, in my opinion, will help foster the hope for peaceful, shared, and sustainable management of our natural resources, and also help position ourselves in achieving the global goal of sustainable development by the year 2030. Thank you.
Hello everybody. So United Nations states that water can either create peace or spark a conflict. However, this year's World Water Day focuses on water for peace. With this in mind, I'd like to make reference to a quote that says that a river cuts through rocks not because of its power, but because of its persistence. And this unique property of water even occurs underneath the Earth's surface, where groundwater cuts through the rocks and acquires the unique chemical composition of these rocks, giving rise to an important aspect of hydrogeology called water-rock interaction. A product of that is what I have in this glass. This water was obtained from borehole tapping groundwater underneath the Earth's surface, and is very useful to mankind, especially if found in commercial quantities. It can go a long way to create peace in our society. My name is Priscilla Lache, a PhD candidate with the University of Ghana, a past IAEA fellow, and a member of Ghana Association of Hydrogeologists. I would encourage us all to join stakeholders to cooperate around water to create lasting peace and sustainable development. Thank you.
Hi everyone. My name is Mrs. Elizabeth Dakomunu, a hydrogeologist with Ghana Water Limited. As we celebrate this day, let me take the opportunity to wish all of us a happy World Water Day. Ghana Water Limited, being a utility company, I am opportune as a member of the Ghana Association of Hydrogeologists to share with us some few responsibilities or mandates of the company in promoting the theme for this year's celebration. We can all attest to the fact that lack of potable water can generate tensions in our communities. For this reason, one of our key mandates is to meet the increasing demand for better service delivery through the provision of providing water to all our 88 urban water systems in the country. As we celebrate this day, Ghana Water Limited remains committed to ensuring the provision of clean, safe, and potable water to the citizens of our republic. As we embark on this day celebration, may I remind us all that water is life, and the conservation of it is the future. Happy World Water Day.
My name is Engineer Perpetua Chwadiabeni. I work with Water Aid Ghana as a Programs Manager, and I am a proud member of Ghana Association of Hydrogeologists. It is popularly said that water is life, and in a world where water flows, peace flourishes. Water is a fundamental human right. It nourishes our bodies, sustains our communities, and fosters growth and development. Yet for many people, access to safe water remains a daily battle, especially for women and children. It is equally important to acknowledge the disproportionate burden that inadequate water access places on women and children, especially in low and middle income countries like ours. In the settings where I work, it is common to see women and children walking long distances, carrying heavy containers to secure water for their families, often exceeding the recommended travel distance of 500 meters. As we mark World Water Day, I call on both actors and stakeholders to use water as a symbol of cooperation and a tool for peace. Let us work together to alleviate the burdens on women and children and on communities as a whole. Let us work to secure a brighter future for our children. Again, let us internalize the theme for this year's celebration, Water for Peace, and embark on a journey to make water accessible to everyone everywhere. Peaceful cooperation over our shared water resource paves way for sustainable development. I believe collaboration at all levels will help to efficiently manage water resources, implement conservation measures, and ensure equitable distribution. If we do this, the benefits that can be accrued will be enormous. Together, hand in hand, let us strive for a world where the ripples of peace emanate from the sustainable management and equitable distribution of our most precious resource, water. Thank you.
Hi everybody, my name is Shika and I am a student in Accra Technical University offering water and sanitation engineering. Now, as a hopeful water and sanitation engineer, I am a very solid advocate for the Water for Peace theme for this year's World Water Day 2024. Now, water is a very crucial resource because we all use it as individuals for domestic purposes like cooking, washing, cleaning, and drinking. And water is also used for agricultural purposes like irrigation, composting, and a lot more thereof. Water in countries like Ghana is actually used to generate electricity. So the scarcity of it would definitely, most definitely cause conflict. So it's important that we adopt sustainable ways to manage the water to avoid such conflicts. A typical example of a water-related conflict is between Ethiopia, Sudan, and then Egypt. Now the river Nile runs through these countries, so they all have equal rights to utilize the water. So some countries are found constructing dams. Now dams need a lot of water for its operation. Now the consumption of such an amount of water goes a long way to affect another country. Now these cause disputes because everybody wants to use water equally. So it is important that we adopt sustainable ways of managing water in order to avoid conflicts like this. Now, one of the sustainable ways of managing water is by harvesting rainwater. Now, rainwater has proven to be acidic in recent times, but then these days there are very cost-efficient ways to treating rainwater. So it's important that we all adopt these ways, especially during our rainy season, but it will go a long way to help us in the dry season. And also it is very important that we just utilize the rainwater and not have it go waste. Now, due to galamsey, a lot of our rivers are polluted, and also due to global warming, a lot of them are as well drying up. So it is important that we feed our groundwater system. How can we feed our groundwater system? By adopting water efficient fixtures and also efficient landscaping. Now, when our landscapes are beautiful, when they are great, we recharge our groundwater system by enriching the moisture content of the soil, which in turn, recharges our groundwater system. So it's important that we adopt very good landscaping ways. And another way is by recycling our grey water. When I say grey water, I mean the water we get from our kitchens and from washing our hands. When we recycle that water is never lost, basically. So when we recycle water, we use it again and again and again. Water is never lost. Now I entreat all of us to find a way to be sustainable in terms of everything we do in our day-to-day lives, because water is important, water is necessary, and then if we want to promote peace, we need water. Thank you.
I am Engineer Dr. Kodioya Abutui. I work at the Accra Technical University. I'm a practitioner of civil engineering and hydrogeology, and I am a member of the Ghana Association of Hydrogeologists Ghana Institute of Geosciences and Ghana Institute of Engineering. And this morning I want to tell you the contribution, my contribution, that of my workplace to the 2024 World Water Day theme, which is Water for Peace. Water, as we all know, is a very important resource that ties us together as human beings, transcends several boundaries, and it's a very, very critical resource that can bring wars, confusion, and tensions. And so if we are able to manage and use water well, we have the opportunity to use water to push a constructive dialogue, to push the conversation to living together, and to ensuring that we foster trust and understanding within ourselves as humans. Now, at Accra Technical University, I teach the program, the Water and Sanitation program, and out of this I teach hydrogeology and contaminant processes. Here, I teach students to understand how to estimate how much groundwater is available and its composition, and how human beings contribute to adding to the dissolved solutes and the dissolved load, and also tell them how to be able to sustainably use the water so that other downstream users or other water stakeholders in a particular catchment do not lose out, so that we have confusion and chaos. And so and getting this understanding to my students is very important to me, because I know when they go out and they go into practice, what they will do will ensure that they do not create wars and tensions. Aside the teaching, I am also a practitioner of hydrogeology, and I work particularly with mines to help them understand how their mine processes and the contamination that is attached to their processes does not affect other water users downstream, especially communities and their groundwater resource and their surface water resource that is available to them. So this is my contribution and that of my institution's contribution to the team for 2024.
My name is Dr. Millicent Obiade. I'm the hydrologist at University of Education, Winneba, and I'm also a member of Ghana Association of Hydrogeologists. This year's World Water theme is Water for Peace. We need to manage our water resources well so that there can be equitable distribution of these water resources. And we know that peace is essential for any developmental agenda. So therefore, I pledge to use water wisely, and I also pledge to advise my students and my family members to use water wisely. So must you. Peace out.
Hi, I'm Engineer Samson Tete. I work for Water in Ghana. This year's World Water Day theme, Water for Peace, highlights how water can be a source of conflict or cooperation depending on how we manage it. When water is scarce, polluted, or unequal, it's a source of tension and can create conflict. When water is in abundance and fair, it's a source of peace and brings about cooperation. We in Water Aid believes that everyone everywhere deserves access to clean water, decent toilet, and good hygiene. However, in Ghana, many still do not have access to these essential services. These affect their dignity, livelihood, and way of life. Let us use this World Water Day to create a peaceful environment where everyone everywhere can have access to clean water, decent toilet, and good hygiene. Let us use water as a tool to create a more peaceful environment. Water is not just a resource, it is a human right. Thank you and happy World Water.
from the Environmental Science students of the University College of Agriculture and Environmental Studies, we want to urge the general public to heal our waters, keep it safe, and make it drinkable for you and I and our unborn generations. Hey! World Water Day 2024!